Hi everyone, my name is Kaustubh Kale. Trust you're doing very good. So you must be wondering, why is this pyramid drawn? Why are these numbers written here? So there is something that I would like to explain. It's called as the financial pyramid. It's a very interesting concept. You may have heard about this before. You may not have heard. It may be explained to you in certain other fashion. We will see what exactly this is and why this is important. So one, two, three, four. Now, what exactly is this? These are basically people in terms of their financial capability or in terms of their financial status that I have earmarked here. Okay. In terms of population, the people in the fourth band obviously are most. In people in the third band are less than them, less than the population that is there in the fourth band. In the second band, it is less, even lesser than the third band, and the first band में सबसे कम होते हैं population in terms of their financial capability or in terms of their financial status. Now, what exactly do I mean here, and what is this status about? Now, in the first band, in the first floor of the pyramid, in the topmost floor rather of the pyramid, you have someone who's living a luxurious lifestyle. He has immense wealth that will take care of next few generations. So ना कि उसका सिर्फ generation का, but multiple generations after his are sorted for the people who are living in the first band, in the first floor, or rather in the first band here. I'm sorry. Now, in the second band, you have people who are living a comfortable lifestyle because they are financially free as a result of the assets that they have grown. So इधर ना जो band 2 में है, he has already achieved all his financial goals and he is financially free. He has an asset available that will take care of his monthly income for his generation. So band 1 और band 2 में फर्क ये है. Band 1 में the people who are there are living a luxurious lifestyle for the next few generations. In band 2, these are financially free people and they are only able to take care of their own generation, of that one generation. नाउ बैंड थ्री आपको शायद समझ ही गया होगा. बैंड थ्री इज पीपल हु आर मेंटेनिंग देयर लाइफस्टाइल, ओके, हु हैव इनकम्स मोर देन एक्सपेंसेस, हु आर एबल टू सेव एंड इन्वेस्ट, एंड दीज दे आर बेसिकली वर्क इन प्रोग्रेस टुवर्ड्स बैंड टू. सो ये जो लोग हैं, ये यहाँ से इधर जाने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं. So they are, say, you and me, who are maybe around 30, 35, 40, and who are moving towards band 2. They are saving and investing towards band 2. Okay. Uh, by ensuring that from the maintained lifestyle they move to a comfortable lifestyle in the band 2 area where they are financially free and they don't have to work. Now, what is band 4? Band 4, obviously, to say it in a more easier fashion, it is people who have a difficult lifestyle. They are not able to save and invest much, and they have incomes that just bare about take care of the expenses. So they are on a tight ship. So four kinds of people: luxurious people who are least in population, who have immense wealth that will take care of next few generations. The second band here is people who have wealth enough only for their generation, but who are financially free as a result of that. Band 3 is people who are work in progress towards financial freedom. They don't have enough wealth, but they are able to save and invest because their incomes are more than expenses. Band 4 is people who don't have enough savings and investments because they are barely, unka incomes are taking care of expenses. So now, do you know how many people generally move from band 3 to band 2? Okay, it is only, yes, only and only 9%, less than 9% people move from band 3 to band 2. So people who could have achieved financial freedom but eventually achieve freedom are only, say, out of every 100, only 8 or 9 people who achieve financial freedom. That is how the number is. So people who are in band 3 are responsible towards their family for their financial goals as well as the financial freedom. Now here the intention is to not fall off the pyramid. So people who are in one don't want to come to the band 2. People who are on in the band 2 don't want to fall to band 3. Now how can this happen? ये जो fall वाला process है, ये disrupt कर सकता है. ये पूरा it can devastate the entire thing. Now what is important to be done so that you don't fall off the cliff? Now when people buy car, people buy vehicles, they ensure that they buy a motor insurance, a vehicle insurance. In the similar fashion, your body is also your car. You are moving in it, you are thinking because of it, everything is done because of it. So that is why it's important for you to also take insurance, health insurance and life insurance, that ensures that you and your family don't fall off the cliff. So agar if you're working towards financial freedom, because that is the kind of people that I address, if you're working towards financial freedom, you're saving and investing, देन आपका ये जो प्रोसेस है आपका फ्लोर चेंज करने का वो डिसरप्ट नहीं होना चाहिए एंड यू शुड नॉट फॉल एंड पीपल हु आर ऑलरेडी इन बैंड 2 दे शुड नॉट फॉल टू बैंड 3 बिकॉज ऑफ दिस मिस्टेक ऑफ नॉट बाइंग इंश्योरेंस. So generally hospitalization किन कारणों से होता है? You have to ensure that firstly your medical emergency does not turn into financial emergency. Medical emergency should not turn into financial emergency, and that is why health insurance as well as life insurance is important. Let's first understand why do people get hospitalized. So people get hospitalized because of three reasons. फर्स्ट इज अगर कोई सीजनल इलनेस हो गया जैसे कोविड हो गया मे बी डेंगू मलेरिया हो गया ये केस में 40-50,000 का खर्चा चालू हो सकता है एंड इट कैन गो अप टू 4-5 lakhs एज वेल एंड मे बी यू विल गेट क्योर्ड इन अ वीक और सो दैट इज हाउ इट हैपेंस नाउ इन और इट कैन बी एनी अदर सीजनल इलनेस जहाँ पे खर्चा बहुत ज्यादा नहीं होता 4-5 लाख का हो जाता होगा एंड आप एक हफ्ते में ठीक हो जाते हो. नाउ द सेकंड काइंड ऑफ हॉस्पिटलाइजेशन हैपेंस इफ देयर इज एन एक्सीडेंट. Now, if there is an accident, then it can be something major as well. It can be something minor as well. So your expenses can start from anywhere between 50,000 and there is no limit on the number of expenses because there is no limit on the number of days that you may be hospitalized because of an accident. It can be coma, it can be anything, absolutely anything. I'm sure you all must have heard about it in your friends and family circle. So there is absolutely no limit on the number of days and on the limit on the number of amount that may be expensed out because of a hospitalization due to accident. So seasonal, accident, and third wala is critical illness. If something like something happens like cancer, if something happens to the kidney, something happens to the heart, something happens to the lung, so all of these are critical illnesses. Again in this case 50,000 से खर्चा चालू हो सकता है 40-50,000 से and the end limit can be anything. People who have dialysis have to go to hospitals maybe regularly, so all of this stuff happens. So there is no limit again in the third aspect in terms of number of days that may be required or in terms of the number of amount that may be spent. So seasonal illness के लिए ठीक है, maybe it can be in your control, but for critical illness and for accident वाला part वहाँ पे no limit on number of days, no limit on the number of amount that you maybe have to spending in the hospital, maybe may have to spend in the hospital. So like I said, in case of critical illness and in case of accident, there can be absolutely no limit on the amount of money that you spend in a hospitalization. You must have heard of cases where people take 30-40 lakhs for surgeries, 20-25 lakhs for various illnesses, and it's a long drawn feature as well. You maybe have to you may have heard of people who have spent who have been in hospital multiple times and have spent a large amount. So again ऐसा कुछ हो जाता है तो आपका जो प्रोसेस है कि आप बैंड 3 में हो, योर सेविंग एंड इन्वेस्टिंग फॉर योर फाइनेंशियल फ्रीडम, वहां पे प्रॉब्लम आ जाए एंड यू मे जस्ट फॉल ऑफ द क्लिफ. दैट इज इंपॉर्टेंट. सो द थिंग दैट वी से इज जनरली यू आर जस्ट वन हॉस्पिटल बिल away from poverty. It's a very strong statement to make, but that is how it is because you are just one hospital bill, one large hospital bill away from poverty. Now people who are in band 2, they are financially free. दे आर फाइनेंशियली फ्री, दे हैव पैसा फॉर वन जनरेशन. बट अगर यहाँ पे भी कुछ प्रॉब्लम होता है तो ऐसा नहीं हो जाना चाहिए दैट द एसेट्स आर गेटिंग बर्न्ड. सो दैट इज द इंटेंशन. सो अनलेस यू आर इन बैंड 1, insurance is very important and it's very necessary. So you should consider that ये जो पैसा गया है वो आपका कभी यूज नहीं होना चाहिए. You should pray that health insurance, life insurance का जो आप प्रीमियम दे रहे हो वो स्पेंड हो जाना चाहिए. Think at it from that perspective that it's almost like charity that you're doing. If you are paying the premium to a health insurance or life insurance company, all of this is also getting spent or rather it is a part of this is also being used for claims. So आपके पैसे पे if you are not getting hospitalized, which is a good thing, which I'm very happy if कभी claim नहीं आया, तो someone else is at least benefiting because of your money, so you're contributing for. Now people don't buy term insurance thinking term life insurance basically means कि आप जो भी प्रीमियम देते हो वो आपको वापस नहीं आएगा in case there is no death. People don't buy term insurance thinking कि मुझे वापस कुछ नहीं आएगा. Now in this case you have to know that will you be okay कि अगर आपका डेथ आ जाता है तो you will leave your family completely penniless for the simply for the fact of कि आपको पैसा जो प्रीमियम का आप दे रहे हो वापस नहीं आएगा. That's not the correct thing. Correct? You have to think about your family and accordingly ensure that you are covering that risk as well. Now the same goes for health insurance. हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस में लोग क्या करते हैं, कंसिडर करते हैं कि वापस मैं जो प्रीमियम दे रहा हूँ मुझे अगर मेरा हॉस्पिटलाइजेशन नहीं हुआ तो वापस नहीं आएगा. सो इन दिस केस व्हाट आर द थ्रेड्स दैट आर देयर. you may have to put up funding links. You have seen people putting funding links for cancer, etc., where there are certain crowdfunding platforms that are used to generate funds for someone who's hospitalized. You may have to beg for the funds in through your friends and families. Why do you want to get into all of that? You will have to burn all your savings and investments. Obviously वहां से पहले चालू होगा, आपके जितने भी savings and investments है वो आप burn कर दोगे, मतलब you will completely redeem it, completely spend that off. Then you will start asking friends and families for money. Then you will put up crowdfunding links. Now there are people who say, but that I have a employer ka health insurance. We have addressed this before also. Employer health insurance in most cases comes as inadequate. There are problems in the product. वहाँ पे जैसे for example रूम रेंट का कैपिंग होता है, आप कौन से रूम में ठहर सकते हो, that is something which is there. The next thing is when you are financially free. So like I said, you are ultimately saving and investing for going from band 3 to band 2. आपको इसमें से इधर जाना है, करेक्ट. सो जब आप इधर होंगे तो आपका एनीवेज हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस नहीं होगा, बिकॉज यू विल नॉट हैव एन एम्प्लॉयर. सो द इंटेंशन इज टू buy a health insurance for a day when you will not have an employer. The other thing is, as you grow old because of illnesses, there is a chance that later when you go and buy a health insurance, the company does not give you and just rejects your proposal for health insurance as well. And the other important part is, assume that you decide to take a sabbatical, you decide to take a break, or you're in a job change. Again, there is no employer. वहाँ पे भी ये problem आ सकता है. So the intention is to buy a health insurance, buy a life insurance. All of this covers your risk. लाइफ इंश्योरेंस के अगर आपका लॉस ऑफ इनकम होता है तो आपके फैमिली के फाइनेंशियल गोल्स है, फॉर योर चाइल्ड्स एजुकेशन, फॉर योर चाइल्ड्स वेडिंग, all of this is not impacted. And for health insurance, again the point is same, that in case if there is a hospitalization due to anything, accidents, critical illness, then your savings and investments are not burned, and you are not disrupting the process of moving from band 3 to band 2, which is moving from having a maintained lifestyle to a comfortable lifestyle, or even moving to a luxurious lifestyle. So this was about the financial pyramid and how it impacts. Do share and subscribe the channel. Thank you so much, everyone.